Jessica Pegula calls out WTA for controversially photoshopping her body ahead of Dubai Open final. Fourth-seeded Jessica Pegula is set to face seventh-seeded Alina Svitolina in the WTA 1000 Dubai Open final on Saturday, February 21st. But before the match, a controversy erupted online when the WTA posted a heavily photoshopped image of Pegula on social media, showcasing the two finalists of the Dubai Open, placed side by side. In the post, Svitolina's image looks natural, while Pegula's waistline appears heavily photoshopped, and the 31-year-old American called out the WTA for it. Pegula got the better of her compatriot Amanda Anisimova in the semifinal on Friday. The world number 5 bounced back effectively after being overpowered by Anisimova in the first set, and won the next two in thrilling fashion to advance to the final. Pegula is now 5-0 against Anisimova, having also ousted her in the Australian Open quarter-final last month. Jessica Pegula had a positive reflection on her SF win over Amanda Anisimova at the Dubai Open. After beating a familiar foe, Amanda Anisimova, Jessica Pegula had nothing but respect for her Dubai Open semi-final opponent, saying that one has to come off the blocks from the onset against the 24-year-old American or risk getting overpowered by her. Pegula added that while she couldn't get her game going in the first set, the positive change in mindset for the next two sets helped her beat Anisimova. At the start of the third, it was 1-1. I just looked at my coach and I was like, I'm just happy I'm still even here right now. She was playing some incredible tennis and I just came out a little slow. And when you come out slow against Amanda, she can really just wipe you off the court, which is what she was doing, Pegula said in the on-court interview. I held on to my serve there in the second set. I just kept telling myself that. I had some break points in the first set, even though it was convincingly the other way, and I knew I could get some break points back. That's really all I was focusing on, she added. Pegula and Svitolina's Dubai Open final on the center court is scheduled for Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also read, Jessica Pegula's curt reply to troll mocking her for lack of title wins before reaching Dubai Open final. Serena Williams responds as Maria Sharapova speculates on her comeback tournament. Coco Gauff needs a psychologist. Fans deeply worried after American's self-harming act during heartbreaking Dubai Open loss. College Sports Network has you covered with the latest news, analysis, insights, and trending stories in tennis, college football, men's college basketball, women's college basketball, and college baseball. W've happened to my body? How one social media post sparked a bigger conversation in sport ***. On a cool February evening in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, as the sun dipped behind the gleaming skyscrapers and golden desert winds whispered through the stands of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships, something unusual happened. The pre-match chatter wasn't limited to athletic form, recent performances, or matchups. It was about an image. A digital image that the WTA had posted to stir excitement among fans worldwide about the upcoming final between Jessica Pegula and Alina Svitolina. In the certified tennis world, this sort of social media activity is expected: stylized graphics, side-by-side photos of finalists, quotes from players, and statistics intended to build hype. But what happened next was a blend of humor, critique, and cultural resonance that went far beyond Dubai's tennis bubble. When the WTA posted the image, many followers noticed immediately that something looked off, but not in the usual creative way. Instead, Pegula's body appeared significantly altered. Her waist seemed dramatically slimmer, and parts of her arms seemed to have vanished entirely, results incurred, it seems, from an editing or background removal error. Within minutes, this bizarre visual distortion caught global attention. In the digital age, where athletes' images are seen millions of times across platforms like Instagram, TikTok, X, formerly Twitter, and others, visuals carry huge weight, both in perception and in cultural meaning. Pegula didn't stay silent. She commented directly on the post, "WTF happened to my body face with tears of joy, humorous, self-aware, and sharp." What was meant as a promotional image had become social media theater, igniting both amusement and critique. Breaking down the incident: mistake or missed message. At first glance, the story is comedic. The WTA tried to hype a final and accidentally turned one of the world's top athletes into a caricature of unrealistic body norms. But on closer inspection, there's more at play. 1. The visual error. The original photo shared by the WTA placed Pegula and Svitolina side by side. While Svitolina's image looked natural, observers noted that Pegula's waist seemed unnaturally slim, as though the image had been aggressively photoshopped. Clips from other users pointed out that a white stripe on her Adidas outfit may have confused an editing tool, causing large sections of her image to be removed, creating the illusion of body alteration. This type of mistake resonates loudly because audiences today are both wary and hyper-aware of manipulated imagery. In an era where social media platforms saturate users with carefully curated, often filtered visuals, a tennis player, who competes professionally and earns her living with her own athletic talent, was suddenly confronted with an altered image of her own body. And thousands saw it before anyone realized the mistake. 2. Pegula's response: wit with a point. Instead of ignoring the post or politely asking for it to be fixed, Pegula leaned into it. Her reaction was equal parts candid and clever, combining humor with critique. By joking, "WF happened to my body," and thanking the editor for giving me the waist of my dreams, she reframed an awkward situation into an empowering one. She spotlighted the absurdity of the image, and, arguably, the broader absurdities of unrealistic body standards, with her voice rather than letting an institution own the narrative. Her comments from her own social accounts turned a promotional gaffe into a moment of self-awareness and community engagement. Her humor turned a misstep into an opportunity for fans and fellow athletes to interact, and for the WTA to correct course. Within a short time, the original image was removed and replaced with a corrected version that reflected her actual appearance. More than just a meme, why this matters? It's easy to brush off the incident as a meme or a social media misunderstanding. But the reactions and underlying implications touch on broader issues in sport, digital media, and modern culture. 1. Athletes and image control. Professional athletes today aren't just competitors, they are brands. Their social media presence and public image are essential to career value and personal identity. When a governing body like the WTA posts a distorted image, even inadvertently, it affects how the audience perceives the athlete. Pegula's decision to respond quickly, publicly, and on her own terms was a way of taking control back. She shaped the narrative rather than allowing a faceless algorithm or design oversight to define it for her. 2. Unrealistic body expectations in a visual era. Images of athletes, particularly women, are frequently idealized in ways that distort natural proportions and reinforce unattainable,